I am Dr. O.P.L. Awat, presently working as Principal Scientist at Indian Institute of Wheat and Barley Research, Karnal. Today I am going to share the cultivation technology of oyster mushroom, and this mushroom is the second most important mushroom in terms of production in world, and scientifically it is known as pleurotus, and it is popular in almost all East Asian countries including India, and its shape is like an oyster or big spoon. The commonly cultivated species of this mushroom are Pleurotus austratus, Pleurotus sapidus, Pleurotus florida, Pleurotus sajor-kaju, Pleurotus jamor, Pleurotus eos, Pleurotus citronopiliatus, Pleurotus flabellatus and Pleurotus erangii, etc. The cultivation technology of this mushroom is quite easy and it does not require compost preparation. It can be grown on a wide range of substrate and temperature, and that is why it is so popular. And some of these species can grow below 20 degrees centigrade and some other can grow about 20 degrees centigrade. And there are the species which can grow nearly 30 degrees centigrade also. The cost of cultivation of this mushroom is around 20 to 30 rupee per kg under natural conditions. If we go for the nutrition value of this mushroom is nowhere less than other mushrooms, because the fiber is a very important component of mushrooms and that is helping in relieving from constipation problem. Another thing is the content of protein. So, this mushroom contains on dry weight basis nearly 20 to 30% protein. Fat is very low level and it gives quite energy level also at medium level. If we see the medicinal properties, most of the mushrooms including this mushroom, they are having antioxidants and these have the ability to augment our immune system. They also help in decreasing the blood glucose level, and there are some mushrooms which are having the property of anti-cancer, antiviral factors they are having. And if we go for the substrate, how we have to cultivate this mushroom? So, it can be grown on wide range of agriculture, horticultural and forest waste. So, this is one of the most versatile mushroom, it can be cultivated on any type of substrate, and the more important substrate are wheat straw, paddy straw, maize straw, cobs, cotton hulls, sawdust, and normally in India it is cultivated on wheat straw and paddy straw. As we have made it very clear earlier also, there is no need of any specific infrastructure and it can be grown on at small scale in huts and on bigger scale on environment controlled units. From nutritional point of view, as I have discussed earlier also, it is having medicinal properties and the most important component is lovastatin. This compound is known for lowering the cholesterol level in blood. We should ensure that the substrate used is not exposed to the rain after harvesting, and we can pasteurize or sterilize the substrate or even use it as such. Here we can see the different colors of different type of these oyster mushrooms. First is austratus, second is sajor-kaju, third is citronopiliatus, then jamor, then eos. So, different mushrooms they are having different colors. If we go for the infrastructure requirement, the main thing is for spawning and bed filling room we require a closed room. There is no need of any ventilation during this period. Then for incubation the time when the mushroom mycelium spreads or colonize the substrate, there we require semi ventilated room. Small amount of air is needed. And during cultivation a simple structure can work, but their ventilation should be there and the provision of light should also be there. Water is also required for daily spraying. So, this is the minimal requirement, and if we go for the material required, we have to start with spawn. Spawn here it is the seed for mushrooms. Then we require straw. Straw can be of agricultural waste like paddy straw, wheat straw, cotton straw, etc. And then we require polythene bags of 100 gauge thickness, and the size can be 35 to 35 centimeter or it can vary mean lengthwise it can be more, widthwise it can vary, but normally it should mean we can fill for 2 kg to 5 kg of the substrate, that should be there. And the chemicals, most commonly used chemicals are the bevastine and formalin. We require thread, we require needles, and then steps in cultivation. The first step is preparation or procurement of spawn. Normally mean all mushroom growers, they cannot prepare their own spawn, so they used to procure it from the reputed agencies. But one should ensure it before purchasing that the spawn should be of good quality. Mean it should not harbor any competitor molds or any other fungus, and it should be uniform, and it should also not be old. Then collection and preparation of straw. As I have told it earlier that the straw should be fresh enough. It should not be contaminated or not exposed to rain. Then pasteurization of straw. We can pasteurize it using chemicals, steam, or semi composting method we can say. Then bag filling, then aftercare and management, then harvesting and marketing. Harvesting is also an art we can say, at what stage we have to harvest, and then packing and marketing. Marketing is also the skill to popularize mushrooms. So, as I have told, mushroom spawn is vegetative mycelial growth of mushroom fungus artificially grown on sterilized cereal grains, and commercially it is available in polypropylene packs of 1 kg or half kg. Then it is the use of straw as such, because there are different methods of preparing substrate. As such mean we do not require any chemical or any of the heat treatment. So, here we have to simply soak the straw in 1% lime mixed water. Lime is added just to increase the pH value, and then taking it out and draining the excess water. It can be done by air drying, then adding of mushroom spawn at the rate of 2.5% in layer on wet basis, and then we have to close the bags so that carbon dioxide can build up inside, and that will help in spawn run. Then placing of spawn bags at suitable place where we have to maintain temperature and relative humidity. Then maintaining optimum conditions for spawn run and fruiting, because spawn run conditions are different and fruiting conditions are different. Normally in spawn run condition temperature requirement is slightly higher than in the fruiting stage. Then you can see here, this is the most common, you can say, the practice which is adopted in Odisha. They used to place the bags on the floor, single tire, and there they are cultivating like this. But this method what I have told is not commercially adopted that much. So, the another method is pasteurization using chemicals, and for that, for 10 kg of fresh straw we require a drum that can have 100 liter of water, and that water should be mixed with 7.5 gram of carbendazim and 125 ml of formalin. After mixing of these chemicals, we have to put 10 kg of fresh straw in that drum, and we have to soak it for 18 hours, and after 18 hours we can go for drying. Air drying is the most common method, and then we can add spawn at the same rate, that is 2.5%, 100 kg of wet straw require 2.5 kg of the spawn. Then closing of the bags, that will again help in maintaining carbon dioxide level and spawn run, then placing the bags at suitable place and managing rest of the conditions, so that we can get good crop of oyster mushroom. Here we can see the drum where water is added and that straw is added, and on the alongside this we have another arrangement where a washing machine type of system is there for drying purpose. Hot water treatment after wetting the straw. This is another method. Here we can overnight wet the straw, and then we can go for hot water boiling at 60 to 65 degree centigrade for few hours. Normally it is 1 hour. Then air drying for 2 to 4 hours, or again we can use the same system of washing machine type of system. Then adding oyster mushroom spawn at the same rate, that is 2.5%. and then closing of the bags for maintaining CO2 level, and that will help in spawn run, then placing bags at suitable place and maintaining of the conditions. Here the hot water will help in breaking down of the lignocellulosic part, and that will help in mushroom mycelium spread. Then direct hot water treatment, here the direct water will come, there is no need of pre-wetting. Here we can use the solar heater type of system, and here soaking of water in hot water at 60 plus degree centigrade plus minus 2 degree for few hours, followed by air drying again 2 to 4 hours. Then adding of oyster mushroom spawn, again it should be added in layers, that is the best way, and then closing of the bags, again it will help in maintaining CO2 level, and that will help in spawn run. Then placing of the spawned bag at suitable place, and maintaining of the optimum conditions for spawn and fruiting. Here we can see the arrangement, and here we have this solar system type of system is there, and there direct water is coming in the drum. There we can put the straw, and we can keep it for 45 to 60 minutes, and then we can drain excess of water, and then we can go for spawning, and that will help in getting a good crop. Pasteurization internal, that is the latest method. It is helping in build-up of new or different type of microorganisms, and at later stage these microorganisms will help in getting a better crop and in restricting of the pathogens, competitor pathogens. Here what we have to do, first of all we have to wet the straw in 1% lime solution on dry weight basis. Then we have to make a stack. Stacking is done, and the pile, or you can say pile or stack, both are same thing. The width of pile is 4 feet wide, and height is nearly 3 to 4 feet. Here we have to give turning after every 2 days. So, total 2 turnings are to be given. So, total 4 days we have to go for this composting. Then filling in tunnel, same tunnel can be used what we are using for button mushroom cultivation, and we have to fill at 4 to 5 feet height, and then we have to maintain temperature of 60 to 62 degree centigrade for 4 to 5 hours. It will be followed by a conditioning phase, and conditioning has to be done at 44 to 48 degree centigrade for 30 to 36 hours, followed by cooling, and when it is cooled down we have to add or we have to mix the spawn in layer method. Layer mean first we have to add little bit of spawn, followed by putting a layer of pasteurized, you can say, or conditioned substrate, and another layer of spawn, then another layer of substrate, then another layer of spawn, likewise. So, closing of the bags, and that will help in maintaining a high CO2 level and good spawn run, then placing of spawn bag at suitable place, and then maintaining the optimum conditions. And another method is the autoclaving. This method is particularly used for mushrooms which require better conditions, more refined conditions, and it is more popular for king oyster mushroom. So, here we have to soak the straw in water overnight, and then we have to fill in bags, and after some little air drying we have to fill in polypropylene bags, and we can go for sterilization just like in case of spawn. And spawn is, you may be knowing it very well, that it is sterilized at 20 to 22 psi for 2 hours. Then after cooling we can add spawn in it, and then we can go for its incubation, and after incubation mean when the spawn run is complete there, then we can go for putting at optimum place, and their fruiting will be there. It is after substrate preparation, it is the cultivation of oyster mushroom. So, there I told you that we have to add spawn at the rate of 2.5% in layer. Layer is a better method, we can also go for thorough mixing also. Then filling of 2 to 5 kg of wet straw in polythene bags, then closing of the bags for high CO2 level, that will help in spawn run. Then small perforations can also be done, that will help in removing excess of water that will be there in the substrate. Then placing of the spawned bags at suitable place, that is nearly 24 plus minus 2 degree centigrade, but it will vary from species to species. Then it will take 2 weeks for spawn run, and then it will require diffused light and fresh air, and that this mushroom is having a great role of fluorescent light in fructification. If optimum light will not be there, the quality of mushroom will not be good. Similarly, the provision of fresh air is there, that should also be optimum level, only then better fruiting will be there and good quality mushroom you can harvest. Then maintaining of optimum conditions, and again temperature vary from species to species. There are some species which require less than 20 degree centigrade, and there are some species which require nearly 30 degree centigrade. But relative humidity is again a very crucial factor. If it is in the range of 80 to 85 degree centigrade, it will help in harvesting a very good crop. Then carefully harvesting of mushroom, then again it is a art. You have not to leave any remaining material there on the substrate. If you will leave that, that will decay and that will invite many of the competitor molds. Here you can see the steps. In the first step, a drum is there, we have soaked the straw, then we have to remove the straw and we have to put on any place from excess water can be drained out. Then we have to go for spanning, then filling in bags, and after filling in bags we have to put at a proper temperature conditions, and spanner will be there, and then again we have to maintain good conditions and a good crop can be harvested. Presently there is another trend in the market, that is ready to fruit bags. In the metropolitan cities where it may be little difficult to get the straw and soak it and then to procure the polythene bags and procure the span. So, the another alternative method is ready to fruit bags. So, it can also be very good business. Here the ready to fruit bags are available and you can get from any agency. Ready to fruit bags mean fully colonized substrate is already packed inside the bags. Here we have to simply cut open the box, either one side, both side, and then start watering. And once this we will start giving good conditions, that is relative humidity and temperature, the fruiting will start, and it will take some time, but then you can harvest a good crop. Here these bags we can put any place where we can maintain relative humidity and temperature, and that will help in fulfilling the demand of a family. Here you can see the different type of bags, ready to fruit bags. They are most of the photographs they are of not of our country, but it can also be one of the alternate in our country. Then is the harvesting and post harvest storage. If we have to get a good crop, the conditions are very important to maintain, and in conditions there are three big things. One is the temperature, another is the relative humidity, and third is the fresh air. If we are able to maintain these things at the optimum level, we will be able to get a good crop. So, harvesting has to be done by twisting the fruiting bodies and avoid water spray before harvesting. If we will spray water before harvesting, the water will accumulate on the fruit bodies, and that will later on at later stage that will force the mushrooms to decay faster, and we can even go for drying of these mushrooms at 60 degree centigrade for getting best results, and we can go for making powders and that can be added to different products including biscuit etc., and then it can also be used for preparing pickle just like button mushroom. Here we can see different farms which are popular. Most of the farms they are there in the Maharashtra. Here you can see all different situations, all different conditions where the straw or the substrate can be pasteurized or sterilized. Then there are the incubation room where spawn run is going on there. There are the cropping rooms where good crop is coming. Likewise, you will see many farms, and that is very popular in particular in Maharashtra. On this slide you can see top the cropping rooms which is insulated indirectly from all side, and you can get a good crop. Here again another mushroom farm, you can see the different views of this farm outside as well as inside, and how the bags they have been hanged from top to bottom, and here you can utilize the better utilization of space. For a 8 or 9 or 10 feet height you can arrange 6 to 7 bags, and there will not be any problem of accumulation of water. Here you can see the beautiful spawn run, and here the spanning has been done by layer method. So, you can see how the bags have to be prepared. Then the uses of mushroom, post harvest uses. So, there are different recipes for mushroom curry is one there, mushroom noodles, mushroom paneer, mushroom bhurjia, mushroom omelette, pizza, pakoda, samosa, soup, and Manchurian. So, different type of products can be prepared with this mushroom. Value addition, if you are able to sell your mushroom as fresh, that is the best, but if market somehow there is some problem in the market, you can prepare different type of products that includes mushroom pickle, you can prepare mushroom powder, you can prepare mushroom capsules, then mushroom biscuits, mushroom sauce, papad, masale. So, different type of things or value added products can be prepared from this mushroom. Here you can see which are available in the market. So, different products including cookies, they are available in the market. So, in nutshell you can say this mushroom is good for health, this mushroom is very simple to grow, and mean no specific requirements are there like infrastructure that is there in case of button mushroom. The cultivation technology is very easy, different options are available. This mushroom can be cultivated on different type of substrate. So, substrate availability may not be a big problem. Different type of products can be prepared. So, drying is very easy. Only thing is the technology should reach to the persons where they can adopt it, and the market. People once if the taste is developed, this mushroom can give many medicinal benefits to the individual who are consuming this mushroom. So, thank you very much with this, and I hope you may have learnt the technology through this lecture, and if again some queries will be there, that will be sorted out. Thank you.